Now we are going to learn about methods of fish preservation and processing. The definition of fish preservation. Fish preservation is the method of increasing the shelf life of fish and other fish products by applying the principles of different branches of science in order to keep the fish after it has landed in a condition wholesome and fit for human consumption. Upon acquiring fish, it is crucial to promptly engage in scaling and gutting processes to prevent spoilage. Fish processing involves all the steps taken to prepare fish for consumption, including cleaning, gutting, deboning, filleting, and packaging. It can involve both preserving and transforming fish into different products. The goal of processing is to make fish edible, marketable, and sometimes more convenient to store or transport. Methods of fish preservation and processing. Methods involve more than just preservation and include filleting, canning, smoking, marinating, and producing fish based products like fish fillets and canned fish. Fish preservation and processing involves several steps that transform raw fish into consumable products. Here are the primary methods: freezing, drying, smoking, pickling, salting, canning, cleaning, deboning, filleting, gutting, skinning, trimming, portioning, packaging, and irradiation. First, we can see the freezing. Freezing is a preservation method that involves lowering the temperature of fish below its freezing point to halt microbial growth and enzymatic activity, thereby extending its shelf life. Below are some methods to freeze the fish. Blast freezing. The quick freeze minimizes ice crystal formation, preserving the texture and quality of the fish. Plate freezing. Fish is placed between metal plates that are cooled to very low temperatures, freezing it quickly and uniformly. Cryogenic freezing. This method produces smaller ice crystals which helps maintain the fish texture and quality during storage and thawing. The second method is drying. The purpose of drying fish is to reduce its moisture content, inhibiting the growth of spoilage, microorganisms, and extending shelf life. Additionally, drying enhances flavor concentration and makes the fish lighter and easier to store. Below are some methods to dry the fish. Sun drying. This traditional method involves placing fish in direct sunlight to evaporate moisture. Mechanical drying. Mechanical drying uses specialized equipment such as dehydrators or ovens to control temperature and airflow, ensuring consistent drying. The third method involves smoking. Smoking fish involves exposing it to smoke from burning wood or other materials which imparts flavor while also drying the fish. This method not only preserves the fish by reducing moisture but also adds a distinctive taste and aroma. Below are some methods to smoke the fish. Cold smoking. Cold smoking involves exposing the fish to smoke at temperatures below 90°F, that is 32°C, for an extended period. Hot smoking. Hot smoking cooks the fish while infusing it with smoke at temperatures ranging from 120°F to 180°F. The fourth method involves pickling. Preservation method that involves soaking fish in a solution of vinegar, salt and spices which creates an acidic environment that inhibits bacterial growth. This process not only preserves the fish but also imparts unique flavors. Some methods to pickle the fish. Brine pickling. Fish is soaked in a saltwater solution, brine, combined with vinegar and spices. Quick pickling. Fish is rapidly cured in a vinegar based solution with various spices and herbs. The next method is salting. Preservation method that involves applying salt to fish to draw out moisture and inhibit the growth of spoilage bacteria. Some methods to salt the fish. Dry salting. In dry salting, coarse salt is directly applied to the surface of the fish which absorbs moisture over time. Wet salting. Wet salting combines dry salting and brining where the fish is layered with salt and then submerged in a saltwater solution. The next method is canning. Canning is a preservation method that involves sealing fish in an airtight containers and heating them to destroy spoilage microorganisms and enzymes. Hot pack canning. Fish is cooked before being packed into jars, allowing for better flavor and texture retention. The hot fish is then sealed in sterilized jars and processed under pressure to ensure safety. Raw pack canning. Raw pack canning involves packing raw fish directly into jars without pre-cooking. This method allows the natural juices of the fish to create a flavorful broth during the canning process. Irradiation. Food preservation method that exposes fish to ionizing radiation, killing bacteria, parasites and other pathogens while extending shelf life without significantly altering the fish quality. Some methods to irradiate the fish. Gamma irradiation utilizes gamma rays emitted from radioactive isotopes such as cobalt 60 to penetrate the fish, effectively destroying harmful microorganisms. Electron beam irradiation involves directing high energy electrons at the fish, which quickly delivers a dose of radiation to kill pathogens. X-ray radiation uses X-rays to achieve a similar effect as gamma irradiation, penetrating deeper into the fish to eliminate harmful microorganisms. Now involves the methods of fish processing. Cleaning. Cleaning is a process of removing dirt, scales, blood and other unwanted materials from the fish. Cleaning fish before preservation is essential for several reasons, as it directly impacts both the quality and shelf life of the preserved fish. Some methods to clean the fish. Scaling. Removing the fish scales, typically using a scaler or the back of a knife. Washing. Thoroughly rinsing the fish to eliminate any remaining dirt or blood. Deslimming. In some species, the slime coat is removed to improve texture and appearance. Deboning. Removing bones to make the fish easier and safer to eat. Deboning a fish is an important process for several reasons, whether you're preparing fish for immediate consumption or for preservation. Pin boning. Extracting the small, needle-like bones often found in fillets using tweezers or special tools. Filleting. Cutting away the fillets of the fish from the backbone, removing the majority of bones in the process. Whole fish deboning. For larger fish, a more complex process is used to debone the entire fish, leaving the skin intact. Gutting. Removing the internal organs to prevent spoilage and improve hygiene. It is crucial for both food safety and the effectiveness of preservation. Some methods to gut the fish. Evisceration. The process of cutting open the fish's abdomen to remove the gut, liver and other internal organs. Raw harvesting. In some cases, the fish raw is extracted during gutting for use in other products, example caviar. Cleaning the cavity, ensuring that any remaining blood or visceral remnants are washed out to prevent spoilage. Filleting. Cutting the fish into sections for easier cooking and consumption. Filleting a fish serves multiple practical and culinary purposes. Filleting is the process of removing the flesh from the bones, skin, and other unwanted parts of the fish. Some methods to fillet the fish. Lateral filleting. Cutting along the sides of the fish to remove the flesh into two large fillets. Butterflying. A method where the fish is cut in half along the spine but left connected at the back, creating a butterfly shape. Portioning. After filleting, the fish is often divided into smaller portions for packaging and sale. Skinning. Removing the skin for species where it may be undesirable. Skinning a fish removes unwanted fat, strong flavors, and potential contaminants, improving taste, texture, and preservation effectiveness. Some methods to skin the fish. Manual skinning, using a knife to peel away the skin from the flesh. Mechanical skinning. In industrial settings, machines are used to separate the skin from large quantities of fish fillets. Hot water or steam skinning. For some species, hot water or steam is used to loosen the skin before manual or mechanical removal. Trimming, removing any excess fat, skin, or undesirable parts after filleting and skinning. Trimming fish involves removing unwanted parts such as fins and excess fat to enhance its presentation and ensure even cooking. Some methods to trim the fish. Fat removal, cutting away excess fat from certain species that may affect the taste or quality of the product. Removing dark muscle. Dark muscles in some fish are trimmed away because they have a stronger flavor or less desirable. Portioning, dividing fish into smaller, more uniform pieces for sale and cooking. It also facilitates better preservation by reducing exposure to air and contaminants for each individual piece. Some methods to portion the fish. Steaking, cutting the fish across the spine into thick pieces, commonly done with large species like tuna and salmon. Block portioning, fish fillets are frozen into blocks and then cut into uniform portions using a saw or slicer. Shaping, in some cases, fish is shaped into specific forms. Example, fish fingers or nuggets using molds. The next method is packaging, protecting fish from contamination and ensuring longevity for storage and transport. The purpose of packaging fish is to protect it from contamination and spoilage while extending its shelf life. Some methods to package the fish. Vacuum packaging. Fish is sealed in airtight plastic packaging to extend shelf life by reducing exposure to oxygen. Modified atmosphere packaging MAP, using a gas mixture to replace air in the packaging, further preserving the fish freshness. Wrapping, traditional methods using paper or plastic or other materials to wrap fish for short term storage. Reference from a textbook of Fishery Science and Indian Fisheries, CBL Srivastava and Sushma Srivastava, a textbook of Fish Biology and Fisheries, S.S. Khanna and H.R. Singh. Thank you.